Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Legend of Korra season 4, like that, episode 1. That's the morning, okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't even drink my coffee yet. My hair are still wet. The sun is just coming little by little, so really it's a morning. Let's try to begin this day with a good mood, with The Legend of Korra, with the beginning of this new season of The Legend of Korra. I'm so afraid of spitting it. I'm gonna put it back. Today normally I'm gonna watch 3 episodes during the day, you know. I will see how I'm gonna put them. But 3 episodes, it's good, you know, when you are beginning a new season of a show to begin with 2 or 3 episodes and not only 1. So that's what I'm gonna do with The Legend of Korra. I'm so glad, you know, to be there for The Legend of Korra after the last episode of the season 3, which put me in such an emotional place. Like really, the last episode of the season 3 made me so proud, made me so emotional. I loved everything about it. I think that I was not so emotional for one episode of, you know, The Legend of Korra and Avatar The Last Airbender since Avatar The Last Airbender, you know. I think that the last episodes of the season 3 were the most emotional for me for The Legend of Korra. If I'm not considering, you know, the ones with Iroh's return as a spirit or Zuko's return as not a spirit. Really, for the final episodes of a season, the ones of the season 3 were the best. So far, maybe this season 4 is gonna be more amazing. I enjoyed it. I was so proud of my airbenders, you know. Yes, it's my airbenders, it's my community. You know, when they did that to help Korra, to fight Zee and all of that, to be sure that he was not gonna take her away, that he was not gonna kill her. When they did that, you know, I was so proud of them. I saw that during the editing, my face really turned into something else, and I really, I was really proud, and it's really showing me that yes, I'm a part of this community, and I was so glad, you know, that they did that, because for the symbolic of it also it was so meaningful, the fact that it's because of the return of the airbenders and because of airbenders that the Avatar was saved. The meaning of that is so powerful, and again, I'm gonna try to say it without crying. I would have loved for Hank to see that directly, or also, you know, as one of the past lives of the Avatar. No, I didn't give up on that. No, I'm never gonna give up on that. Call me in denial, tell me everything that you want to tell me about it on the comments, all of the explanations about why we're never gonna see them again and they disappeared for good, why it was such a good decision that the writers made and all. I understand your reasons, your logic. I respect your opinion. Please try to respect mine and to let me live into that fairy tale in which the past lives at some point are gonna come back. But yes, I would have loved for Hank to see that, you know, through Korra. It would have been even more powerful, you know, for me. It didn't happen. Jinora becoming a master, that was so emotional also. They surprised me with that. I mean, when they talked about it during the season, I was like, whoo, that's gonna happen at some point. But really, for me, it came from nowhere, and yes, it surprised me, and at the same time, again, it made me so proud, because Jinora is really representing everything that the airbenders should be right now. And Tenzin said it, you know, she's really a good leader for this new generation. She saved them. I mean, For me, Jinora, she saved the 2 last seasons. Without her, Vaatu would have really killed Korra, or at the end of the season 3, Zahir, he would have killed Korra, or she would have died, you know, because of the poison. Really? Jinora saved Korra 3 times for me. And saved the world also at least once. Thank you for that, Jinora. But yes, now she's a master. Is she gonna stay bored or not? I mean, during Aang's memories, each time, you know, all of the masters, they were bored, but at the same time, Tenzin, he said that it's a choice. Maybe she's gonna have some air? We'll see. So, we're gonna have right there the airbenders, we're gonna have right there Jinora as a master, and we're gonna have Korra depressed. How she was at the end of the season 3. Yes, for me she was depressed. It was not, you know, a physical thing for me, it was really a mental health, like at several occasions people tried to kill her, and by telling her that the world shouldn't have an avatar, that it's not fair for the balance of the world, that, you know, I think that little by little maybe they entered into her head, and also how the poison and Zahir tortured her, you know, we saw her face during that moment. She was really tortured from the inside to be pushed to be into the avatar state, and at the end of the season 3, she didn't save the world. They saved the world, you know, the airbenders, Jinora, all of them. So for her, it's a failure in a way. So yes, I really think that it's more a psychological issue right there that she has. Maybe she thinks that she's a failure, or maybe she thinks now like her enemies thought before, you know, the fact that the world shouldn't have an avatar, shouldn't have someone who is more powerful than everyone else. You know my theory about that, I had it during the season with Rava and Vaatu. For me, at some point, Rava should have been out of the avatar to really restore the balance of the world. At least, you know, to really restore the balance of the world, Rava shouldn't be into someone, you know, she should be out there doing her stuff. I mean, when they explained all of that about Rava and Vaatu, I always thought that one, by merging like that with Rava, it changed something which was the balance of the world before him. Do you understand what I mean? And it's like that since the beginning, and it has to be like that, so I don't know. I always thought that maybe at some point Rava should be out, but it was not the case, you know, it was not the conclusion of the season 2. But maybe we can do something else. I mean, the cycle of the avatar, does it have to finish? I don't want that, for sure I don't want that. But at some point, you know, is there a final mission for the avatar to be sure that everything is gonna be okay? I'm trying to imagine stuff, you know, this is the last season. I don't know. I don't want that, because I love this universe and I love to imagine that we're gonna have new avatar again and again. But if I have to think about stuff, you know, how to end all of this story, maybe. Ooh, that's already a long intro, and I didn't even talk about the fact that now that Zuko knows that Spirit Hero exists, it means that we're gonna have a reunion during this season 4. Also, they talked about Toph during the season 3, and we never saw her. We're gonna have Toph during this season. That's gonna be an emotional season. I want a reunion at some point between Toph, Katara and Zuko. I want it. And of course I want that reunion between Zuko and Spirit Hero. It's gonna break me. It's gonna... I'm gonna be such a mess. But I want to have it, no matter what. And I know that it's Zuko who has to go into the spirit world to do that. So we're gonna see it coming, you know, you're not going to the spirit world just like that. He can't meditate, so he has to be close to the portal, to one of the portals, so I'm gonna have time to prepare for that, right? Okay, so let's go for this episode 1 of the season 4. Like usually, if you want, you have my Patreon on which you have the episodes earlier. We have 4 episodes of advance for the Legend of Korra with extended or full reaction part. For the last episodes of the season 3, for example, it was full reaction part. If you can't, you can support me right now on YouTube by subscribing, liking, commenting. Little by little, it's gonna happen. Let's go for this episode 1 of the season 4. Maybe we're gonna have a time jump. It would be great before. Yes, maybe. My coffee. I need to drink my coffee. Really, I have to love this show a lot for beginning this video without drinking my coffee first.
Korra Park, named in honor of you know who.
You know who? She's not dead.
Can't wait to welcome her home.
3 years?
My biggest thanks goes to Asami Sato and Future Industries. She brought our old century
You look
into
great.
the modern era.
You all
Ladies
grew
and
up.
gentlemen, the world is entering a new age of peace and prosperity. Soon Prince Wu will take his rightful place on the Earth Kingdom throne.
I hope that you're gonna change passing set.
I'm Prince Wu, future king.
Yeah, I'm aware of who you are.
Don't let my reputation intimidate you. I'm still
Be a
human
good
just
king,
like
be a good king,
everyone
be a
else.
good king.
So what do you say? Can I show you a low-key night out with a superhuman soon-to-be king?
Oh!
He's a real charmer, huh?
He's something.
Mako?
How can you stand being his bodyguard?
Once he's on the throne, I go back to being a detective.
You hear from Berlin lately?
I haven't talked to him for a while, but he's coming in a few days for the coronation. And Beifong told me that Korra is getting in tonight.
I can't wait to see her.
You're not in contact anymore?
Are we all positive that the Earth Kingdom is safe enough for me to return? I don't have to remind everyone what happened to my great aunt 3 years ago.
Great aunt.
Kuvira has the Earth Kingdom pretty much stabilized at this point.
Okay. You did a good job.
Get out of here! We don't have anything left.
Now you don't have anything left.
The issue of this season is gonna be to restore peace in the Earth Kingdom. I want it. But to spend an entire season doing it, not so much. Guys! What is that? You all learned to fly?
It's safe to come out, everyone. The airbenders are here.
Huh?
You finally made it! Our citizens are going hungry. Our entire state is on the brink of collapse.
Unfortunately, the Air Nation is spread thin right now.
So it's not that good in fact. Well, 3 years? I would have loved for you
We just got
to
some good news. 2 more Earth Kingdom states have agreed to join
get
us.
it right. I have to stop
Thank
talking.
you, Berlin.
That's great! Julie, dish out some of that special celebration tea.
I won't celebrate until the Earth Kingdom is 100% reunited. I will take care of the bandits myself.
You like to be into the action? Okay, I respect that. You're cool! Oh, you're blinding them. It's a good way to arrest them without hurting them. I appreciate the idea.
I'm going to give you all the opportunity to rehabilitate yourselves and become productive members of your nation.
Oh,
Right now, loyalty to me, and I'll give you a new purpose in your lives. Of course, if you don't want to join, you
Loyalty
can always
to
stay
you?
right here. Hopefully, someone saves you before.
No, we'll join. Don't leave us here.
We pledge our loyalty to you, Great Uniter.
oh fuck, you're bad. But at the same time, this prince... Oh,
Seaweed infused aloe, wrap you in tea leaves, put you in a hot box for 4 hours, and bam, you're done.
are you Valric's kid or something like that?
Ooh, we have to get you out of here. What just happened out there?
Pies.
There were Kuvira supporters in the crowd.
So it's official that she's doing that?
I'm allergic to strawberries. I don't think I can breathe. You're allergic to bee stings. Oh, right. I always get those two mixed up.
Sorry.
Wow, you are a lot heavier than you used to be.
Oh.
You're really growing up. Opal, I can't believe you're here too. I missed you so much.
Oh, guys.
How's Mom doing?
Like you care. She still hasn't forgiven. I've heard how you help towns by conquering them.
I know the rumors about me can be pretty nasty. But I am giving everyone in this nation a better future. My fiance's ideas, we're laying the groundwork for the people
Your
to achieve
fiancé?
their own greatness.
Your fiance?
Ah!
You have heard? The question's not if they'll take over, it's when. Unless
You're-
you sign our deal.
Ah, you're forcing them to join you because they're desperate, offering them protection in exchange of everything.
Manipulate states and force them to join up under you. You want this region just because it's rich in ore. I'll never turn the great state of the eye over to you.
You're brave.
You will perish. Unless you take my generous offer.
Is it a threat? Are you sending these bandits and all?
We'll wait at the border for 1 day. You get the governor to sign it, and you'll have all the help you need.
Bolin, how can you be
Yes,
on our
there you
side?
go.
Don't! Please! You can't turn your back on these people!
Nothing I can do. I'm sorry. Hey! Opal, please.
Oh, guys.
Because of you and the other farmers around here, we have more than enough food to feed the town until we can get some reinforcements.
Thanks.
Thank you.
It's more bandits.
With plates, they have the resources. No. He doesn't want to kill you or something. He has the supplies. You can do it. Oh no!
What happened? Where's all the food?
We were attacked in midair. We lost everything.
It might be time to make a tough call.
Oh.
I think you made the right decision.
Do you?
Did I ever really have a choice?
Also, they're afraid, they're desperate.
Know who I am. Why is that? Because Milo the Boy has turned into Milo the Man!
You have Aaron. Oh.
This coronation did not come soon enough. Can't wait to go back to
A future dictator or a future stupid king. We already had both.
You were going to boss things say with the prince.
No.
I tried to get you out of it, but it's over my head.
Ah, okay, Bolin, I understand more. You're just seeing that part.
The state of Yai is now under the full protection of my army.
I pledge my loyalty to you, great uniter.
Oh. Oh! Same, Opal. Same.
Isn't Korra already here? No, we thought she was coming with you. Korra left the South Pole 6 months ago.
6 months? You don't know where is the avatar? Short hair first and then an arena sort of. You're fighting and you're losing.
We have a winner! You kind of look like that Avatar girl.
I get that a lot.
Nah.
Whatever happened to her anyway?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, Korra. I was so excited to be back. I was such in a good mood. I told you during all of my intro that I loved how we ended season 3, that I was proud, that I was just excited about this season 4, that it was so promising with maybe some reunions. Whoa! We are gonna spend all of the season seeing the Earth Kingdom being divided into an army guided by, okay, a fucking great earthbender, metalbender, but which is a future dictator who is convincing people to join her just by threatening them to not help them, to let them die, and they are joining you because they are afraid for their loved ones to die, and also because they are desperate, they don't have any other choice. So a future dictator or a future stupid king who has no idea of what his kingdom truly is, who doesn't know anything about the preoccupations of his people, who doesn't care about it. We already did that for the Earth Kingdom, a dictator and a stupid king. And it didn't work at all. Now I'm thinking about my review of the last episode, you know, of the season 3. I said during my review that I wanted a change for Ba Sing Se and that it could be my mojo, you know, for the season 4. I would be like, Ba Sing Se, I want something good for Ba Sing Se and all. I thought, you know, when I saw at the beginning of this episode that we had a time jump, I was like, yes, maybe I'm not gonna have to opt for that, maybe it's already resolved and all. And at the beginning, what they were saying to that future king, that prince, they were saying stuff like, it's okay, we resolved the situation into the Earth Kingdom, it's at peace and all. I was like, cool, yes, I really don't have to care about it. We're gonna spend the entire season to care for the Earth Kingdom, for the future ruler of the Earth Kingdom. Ba Sing Se! What is happening right now in Ba Sing Se? I don't know if you have this expression in your country, but in France we are saying stuff like à choisir entre la peste et le choléra. And right there it's really like that, like I don't want to choose between these two. So we have these two, we have Bolin into Kuvira's army, and we have Mako serving that prince. Bolin, who doesn't see that this woman, you know, she's threatening these people, you know, in a way for convincing them to join her. He's just seeing the fact that he can help people, that he can bring them food, protect them and all. He's just seeing that part, I really think so. And we have Mako, who is serving that prince, but he doesn't like that, you know, it's just what he has to do because it's what Republic City, all of them, they decided, you know, together for restoring peace, you know, the natural order. At least the old way to do stuff, it's to put a king or a queen at the head of the Earth Kingdom. And it's just obeying, you know, to these orders because, you know, he's into the police and all of that. So they are on both sides. Please, I don't want the two of them to fight at some point. To be against each other, you know that brothers who are against each other, it can kill me. We have Opal, who doesn't agree with the fact that Bolin is into Kuvira's army. I can really understand that. Her and Kai and all of the airbenders, they're trying to help the Earth Kingdom, but clearly they're not enough to do that. These bandits, I mean, I'm wondering, the ones that we saw at the beginning, it seemed like people, you know, who were desperate, who were angry and who were just trying to have some food, to have resources, and they were okay to steal these resources from people. They didn't know that right there it was Kuvira's train, they said it. But the other one into the sky, using a plane, having a plane, you have to have some resources, you know, to have a plane. And how she threatened that governor, you know, Kuvira, it made me think that maybe it was something like, you don't want to be with me right now? Don't worry, you're gonna change your mind, like when you're gonna be attacked, and I'm giving you 1 day to change your mind, like you're gonna be attacked during that day. What, you're a medium to know stuff like that? Or maybe you sent that bandit? She's working with Varric, okay? Maybe she can have malicious ideas like that. She's working with Varric. Oh, I'm not surprised that you joined her, Varric. Sue's son, he betrayed his mother? How? by joining Kuvira, maybe? Just that or something else? And while all of that is happening, the Earth Kingdom is divided, being conquered little by little by a dictator who is threatening people to not harm them, to let them die because of bandits or because they are so hungry. So she's taking advantage of the fact that they are desperate. While this is happening, the airbenders are trying their best, but they can't do everything. Republic City is trying the old way by putting a king on a throne, even if he's stupid and all. They're trying, what they think which is right, what they know. And during that time, Korra, you're lying to people, you're fighting into an arena, and you're losing. And you don't know where the avatar is anymore. For me, I said it during the intro, it's really a psychological issue right there. At the end of the season 3, it was not her who saved them all, She was saved by the airbenders, by Jinora and Sue, for the poison thing. Maybe she thinks that she failed, and before that, she was tortured by the poison, by Zaire. That moment was really awful for her, and during that moment, she saw all of her old enemies telling her that the avatar shouldn't exist, that the world won't be okay with the avatar, that the avatar is not restoring balance into the world, on the contrary, is creating an unbalance, I don't know how to say that, into the world, just by the fact that the avatar exists. So I think that right there, it's really a question of mental health, For me, she thinks that she's a failure. She lost confidence into herself and also maybe into her role as the avatar. Maybe she thinks that the world is better without the avatar, or that even if she would take her place as the avatar, she can't do anything right there, right now. Like, the main issue right there, it's a political one, and the avatar can't intervene into a political situation. With an episode like that, with a first episode like that for a season, it means that the main issue of this season is really gonna be the Earth Kingdom. Who is gonna rule the Earth Kingdom at the end? Oh, I want peace into the Earth Kingdom. I want Ba Sing Se to be at peace. The citizens of the Earth Kingdom and of Ba Sing Se, they deserve that so much. I'm saying it since Avatar The Last Airbender. I'm desperate about Ba Sing Se since Avatar The Last Airbender. And now, I'm okay that we're gonna spend an entire season with that issue because it means that we're gonna resolve it. But at the same time, I'm desperate, depressed, frustrated that it didn't happen before and that we're gonna see bad things, new bad things happening in the Earth Kingdom and Ba Sing Se. I need to focus thinking about the end. At the end, the Earth Kingdom and Ba Sing Se are gonna be at peace. At the end, the Earth Kingdom and Ba Sing Se are gonna be at peace. Okay, June, all of the season you're gonna suffer because it's not gonna happen and maybe more bad things are gonna happen into the Earth Kingdom and Ba Sing Se, but at the end, it's gonna be okay. I need to be focused on that. If not, during all of the season, I'm gonna roll my eyes. Oh! That episode was painful for me to realize that everything is bad again, still, and that we're not gonna resolve the situation like that. Like, okay, it's logical because the Earth Kingdom, it's one of the biggest territory, of this universe. Oh. I don't know, I think that my neighbor is cutting trees or something like that sound. Can't you leave the Earth Kingdom in peace? I'm sorry. Okay, no matter what, I'm gonna end this review right now. I think that I'm gonna put the full reaction part for this episode 1 because clearly I reacted each sequence of it, at least during the first half of it when we discovered all of our guys as grown-up persons, you know, Milo, he grew up, and all of them, Asami, Mako, they are all adults now. I'm gonna put the forwarding. Okay, so it's all for you for today. I would see you in some hours now when the sun is not gonna come like that, because really with these lights it's problematic, you know, for you and for me. So I'm gonna see you again in some hours for the 2 next episodes. So it's all for you for today, and it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Right.